Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing my first Christmas makeup tutorial. So if you want to see how I got this look, then please just keep on watching. So I'm going to start off with the eyes. Don't mind my roller. I'm going to be using my Loreal Secret Under Eye Concealer. And I'm just going to be applying that with my finger. And then I'm just going to be blending it out with just a damp beauty sponge. And then I'm just going to set that with some pressed powder, just so it's easier for the eyeshadow to blend. So I'm not going too over the top with the eyes, well, eyeshadow wise anyway. So I'm literally just going to take my Iconic London contour set, and I'm going to be picking up this middle shade and this darker shade right here, and I'm just going to be buffing that into my crease. Don't worry about any fallout because we are doing the eyes first. We can always just take a wipe and clean anything up after. So I'm literally just taking that into the crease and then buffing that up and outwards. So I'm just picking up some more of that darker shade and I'm just pressing it into the outer corner of my eye and then just blending it up as well. So then I'm going to be taking a black eyeshadow. I'm just going to be taking this one from my Maybelline the Nudes palette with a pencil brush, and I'm just going to be popping a small amount on the outer half of my... I'm not having a good day. So I'm going to be popping that on the outer half of my eye. So I'm just pressing on the product first where I want it to kind of be, and then I'll blend everything out after. So just using the same blending brush as before, just blend that together with the brown. So now I'm going to be adding some glitter. This one's by MAC and it's just the silver glitter. You can either use a glitter glue to stick it down with, or you can just use some eyelash glue. I'm going to be using eyelash glue because I don't have any glitter glue, so that is what I'm going to be using. So I'm just going to use the Duo Lash Adhesive. So I'm literally just going to squeeze a small amount onto my finger and I'm just going to press it on where I want it to be. And then I'm just going to use a concealer brush, pick up some of the glitter and then pop it straight onto my lid. But obviously you're definitely going to want to do this before your face because you're going to get so much fallout. So, quick tip, if you're using glitter, do it before the face. And also, if you're doing glitter and doing a wing liner, which I'm going to be doing in a minute, do the winged liner after the glitter because you'll be spending so much time getting your wing liner to be perfect, and then you'll be putting the glitter down and it's just going to fall over the glitter, all over the liner, and you're just going to have to go over it again. So do the liner, do the glitter first and then do the liner. It just saves so much time and it's so much easier. Less hassle. So now for the winged liner, I'm going to be using this one by Festive London. It's called Fierce Flicks. I did get this in my Birch box this month, but I was just too excited to use it because it's a felt tip one and I love the felt tip ones because they're so easy to apply. But I feel like they dry out really quickly, but I haven't used this one before, so I was kind of excited to use it, so I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to be creating a winged liner with this. The struggles of trying to match your wings is real. So for lashes, I'm going to be using these Huda Beauty Fairy Lashes. I absolutely love these ones. They're so dramatic in such a good way, and I just feel like they're perfect for Christmas time because they're just so pretty. So I'm going to be applying these and I'll be right back. So now moving on to the face. For primer, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Nude Magique Blur Cream, and I'm just going to put a small amount on the end of my fingers and then just apply it sort of like in my T-zone where I normally get a little bit oily. And then I'm just going to spray my face with my MAC Fix Plus. So for foundation, I'm going to be using my Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation in the shade 3.0. So I'm literally just putting a small pump on the back of my hand and then just dot this all over my face. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Naked Skin in the shade Fair, and I'm just going to be putting those in like the highlight areas, so under my eyes. This is very full coverage, so you don't actually need a lot. Like, I know this looks a lot right now, but normally I normally do like the whole triangle with it, but literally a little goes a long way, sorry. So down the bridge of my nose and a little bit on my Cupid's bow. And then again, pounce that in with a damp beauty sponge. And then to set that, I'm going to be using my Makeup Revolution pressed powder. So I'm gonna go straight away and set under my eyes, just so we don't get any creasing. So for contour, I'm going to be using my Chanel Soleil Tandy Chanel Cream Bronzer, and I'm just going to be applying this with my Real Techniques 301 brush. I absolutely love this brush. Like, it's so easy to apply contour, puts it in the right places, and it's nice to buff it out with as well, and then go in with the damp beauty sponge. It's just, I don't know, it just makes life so much easier. So I'm going to take this up into my forehead and like temple area. So I'm just doing like small circular motions to kind of like blend it into the skin. And then once I get to like this sort of area, I do like a really light hand, just so it like fades it out nicely. And then go back in with, not like a firm hand, but firmer. Kind of like massaging it into the skin. And then I take my damp beauty sponge that I use for my foundation and concealer to pat over the top, so it kind of like blends it all together so there's no harsh lines. I like using the same sponge that I've used my foundation with because it's got like the remaining product on the sponge. It kind of like sets it back into the skin and makes it less harsh, if that makes any sense. So I'm just going to take a little bit more on the same brush and just run that down the sides of my nose. And then I'm just going to pat down the middle just so it's nice and blended. So then to set my whole face, I'm just going to take the same pressed powder as before with like a big fluffy brush and just press it into the skin. I don't want to like swipe it because it's just going to move everything that we've just set down. So I'm just going to press it into the skin. So now for powder contour, I'm going to use my MAC 188 foundation brush, and I'm going to go back in with my Iconic London powder contour palette. I'm going to pick up this middle shade and I'm just going to apply that pretty much where I applied my cream contour. I'm loving using a brush like this for my powder contour. I've been doing it for a few weeks now, and I just really love the results. Like, it blends it out so nicely, and yeah, I feel like it makes it easier to apply. Don't ask me why. So like, if you have trouble doing your contour and you feel like you look patchy or like you can't blend it out properly, try a brush like this. It just makes it so much easier. So again, I'm just going to take that down the side of the nose. And because this brush is like flat on top, it's so easy to like use it for your nose contour because it's already got that flat edge. So yeah. For my brows, I'm going to be using the Benefit Brow, but I'm going to do this off camera. So I'll be back in a bit. For blush, I'm going to be using Nars Deep Throat. This is one of my favourites, as you can tell. So I'm just literally going to apply that to the apples of my cheeks. Going back to the eyes, I'm going to take the black eyeshadow that I used on my lid, and I'm just going to be running that under my lower lash line. So I'm going to focus it more on the outer half, and then kind of like try and fade it towards the middle. So then I'm just going to take a clean brush and then try and fade out that outer line. Just because I don't want to close the eye up too much. So I'm just going to fade out that line. Then for highlight, I'm going to be using my Makeup Revolution Pro Illuminate. And so I'm basically going to put this on all the high points of my face. So it's like my cheekbone area. Just applying it in like small circular motions just to blend it out nicely. I'm going to take that up onto my brow bone as well. I'm also going to take that down the bridge of my nose. And then a small amount on the end. Kind of like a exclamation point, there you go. And then some on my Cupid's bow. So for lips, I'm going to be applying a red lipstick. This is one by Makeup Revolution in the shade I Am Ready. You can obviously wear a nude lip, but as this is going to be like a festive makeup look, I'm going to be using a red. So this is the finished result. I hope you guys enjoyed this festive Christmas makeup tutorial. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did, and please don't forget to subscribe.